What's up? So I just got to see The Last Jedi. Very excited. I've been waiting, obviously, a year or 2 years since Force Awakens for this, and I have some great things to say about it, and some things that I feel that were my least favorite. Just jump right into it. I got to see it at a special fan opening night event in Los Angeles, California, where I paid, I guess, extra money, and it was supposed to be like maybe a grander experience, but we ended up just getting these little like trading card poster like type of things, which is it's a gimmick. It's kind of gimmicky. We got a free popcorn and a free soda, but other than that, it was kind of not really worth $40. I mean, we did get to keep the 3D glasses too, but other than that, it was like I would have just rather just seen it like just a regular experience. It was not really a fan experience. Anyways, jumping right in, it's awesome to see the opening crawl. Everyone's cheering, everyone's happy. It's exciting just to be back in Star Wars season, just to be amongst everyone else that is just super fans. Everyone, just cheering for that opening crawl. That's always fun. I really enjoyed the planets. I thought the planets were very, very cool. It was great to see Octo a little more in depth, that planet, and see what the climate is and see how much it rains. I really, really liked Crate. Crate was such a good idea to have salt, but then like when you're flying the speeders over, you get this red dust debris. Like that was like some acid trip type of stuff. Like you must have done acid to create a planet like that. That was just super cool, and visually it really made up for it. It was kind of weird that the one dude was like, "It's salt." Like, why are you tasting a planet? Like, no one ever tasted Dagobah. It was like, it's diarrhea. Like, anyways. I thought the planets were super cool. They were fun. I also thought that General Holdo's that light speed jump to destroy a ship, that was incredible. I think that's like, I really like that. Excuse me. I really like that Star Wars is going in that direction. Even with Rogue One, of using a ship to destroy another ship, like that's just like a whole other interesting idea of like it's just really ingenuitive of how to destroy your enemy. I thought that was super cool. Otherwise, Holdo wasn't really that she didn't make that much of a difference for me. I kind of hated her a little bit initially. I really thought she was kind of a twat. I mean, she was really just like angry for. I don't know why she was so angry. Why everyone was so like Poe. Like, yeah, Poe, we get it. He's a little bit of a renegade. He does things his own way. He wants to achieve. But I mean, geez, like give the guy a break. I also thought that Leia using the Force was very cool. I think I literally cursed in the theater. I think I was like, oh, like just out loud because it was so unexpected. I really thought that she was dead. I'm happy that she didn't die right there because there was no emotion behind it. It was very like she just suddenly died and then there was like nothing. I was like, no, there's no way they would do that. And I started thinking maybe that was because it created some loophole after Carrie Fisher actually died that they had to just kill her off at some convenient point where it made sense. So I kind of was like, all right, I was just expecting that she would be dead. But then when she did her, oh man, when she did her like force pull back into the ship, I was like, this is weird. I'm with it. I'm invested, but it's weird. It's very strange. I mean, it was like I don't understand how she flew back in, but then wasn't able to open the door. Whatever. That's neither here nor there. It was cool. It was very cool. Rey and Kylo teaming up to fight. That was so epic. It really took me back to like Phantom Menace of how cool it was to see Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn fight Darth Maul. Like it was that type of like, and I just felt like very Rush Hour 4 type of thing, or like some kind of like space Rush Hour, like Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker just back to back, just fighting the Royal Guards. I'm gonna call them Royal Guards. I don't know what their names are yet, but the red Imperial Royal Guard looking dudes. That was just awesome seeing them teaming up. I like that she threw the lightsaber and did the like got the Royal Guard in the eye. I really like them teaming up. That was cool. Luke Skywalker's acting, Mark Hamill's acting was incredible. I really, really was so happy to see him just become this wise like Jedi master. It was really, really cool to see that and it makes sense. It was really believable that he's been this hermit on this planet for 30 years or however long since since the school was burned down. I just really enjoyed his acting. It just felt very like he just felt very wise. And I think it was really, really cool the scene in which Kylo was kind of giving his point of view of how Luke Skywalker tried to kill him. It was amazing seeing like how evil Luke could appear to a Sith or someone, or someone that's not a Jedi or on the light side. And it was amazing. You saw the green in his eyes. Like, that was just super cool. And it reminded me of that line in Revenge of the Sith where Anakin was saying to Obi-Wan, from my point of view, the Jedi are evil, and it was like that's what maybe what the Sith see. Maybe that's what people that are about to go towards the dark side. That's what they're seeing. That's what they see in their eyes. I thought that was super cool. It was funny to see where the blue milk comes from. I don't know if that was like some kind of weird like fan service that everyone wanted to know, where does this blue milk come from? Well, there you have it. It comes from some kind of walrus creature that chills on Octo. Like this, it's kind of weird. It was funny that, but it was just it was interesting. I guess it's because we have to know that now. BB-8 saving the day. That was fun. Every time I saw you did your thing, man. He did his thing. Every time he showed up, he just saved the day at some point. It was super cool, especially when he was in the walker. Like he ripped the top off the walker, and you saw that he was controlling and shooting all the stormtroopers. That was pretty dope. I mean, there's, amongst other things, the movie was just super cool. Of course, Luke projecting himself was it was as big of a moment, if not bigger, than when Darth Vader appeared in Rogue One and took down everyone. I mean, it was like that type of moment in theater. And that's why I want to go see it again, just to like feel that moment with everyone else. Like, that was just so dope, so unexpected. It was like, oh, got your neck, Kylo. Ooh, I'm not even here, fam. That was fun. Now, some of my least favorite things with the film was again, Leia using the Force. It really felt like Disney-ish to me. It didn't feel Star Wars. I don't know. I mean, I'm okay with never having to actually see Leia manipulate things or make things float. I don't have to see. I don't even have to see her use a lightsaber. It would be cool, but I don't need to see that. We understand that she does have a Force sensitivity and that she can, connect with Luke and connect and feel. We understand that, and that's fine. But the whole it was like a twirl, and she like did the Superman thing. It just looked kind of weird. I don't know. It almost looked like they took an action figure and just like flew it across the screen. I don't know. It was just kind of weird. It just didn't feel really Star Wars to me. Snoke's death really, really upset me. That made me mad because since The Force Awakens, before even The Force Awakens came out, so many people were trying to figure out Snoke's identity. Nobody knows who this guy is, where he comes from, what his history was, but there was a lot of speculation. One of the things I even read, a theory that that Jar Jar Binks might have been Snoke. Now, that was a more fun theory. That was a pretty fun theory, and that just goes along with the whole idea of Jar Jar possibly being a Sith Lord. But nothing. We didn't get anything. We didn't get any backstory really of Snoke. We didn't get to know like how he found Kylo. Like, it's just, there's so much that it was a very anticlimactic death. I mean, you have all these other deaths that just really mean something, that really matter. Especially like Han Solo's death, that meant something. You felt that. Snoke's death, it was like, okay, he's dead. Like, this dude didn't even really get to fight back. Like you're gonna die that easily. Like, you didn't hear about the Emperor. Like, you didn't hear come on, dude. Like, even he knew like the lightsaber come on, man, the lightsaber in the chair. You're not gonna know that upset me. I felt that there should have been a little larger moment, or we should have learned a little bit more about who Snoke was and how his relationship, how he met Kylo or met Ben Solo. So that kind of frustrated me a little bit. I hated that Luke was a punk, man. He was kind of a punk. He was really scared to do things. I mean, this why are you? I mean, I get it. Like, you feel bad, but scared. Like, I just didn't feel like he was like brave. It just seemed like I wanted him to be like the one that we're gonna fight back. I'm gonna teach you, and we're gonna fight back. I mean, he's like scared of Rey, scared of Kylo. It's not the Luke I want to see. I mean, I guess maybe that's what happened to the man living on Octo for that many years. I didn't like seeing him being here. I want to see a more courageous Luke Skywalker. So that kind of upset me. Him dying, or ascending, whatever you want to call it, I didn't need that. And it doesn't make sense to me why he had to do that, or why, they felt that they needed to make him ascend after projecting himself on the planet. I mean, is that what happens? You project yourself on a planet for so long that it just kills you? Like, maybe you're just like waiting for the time, like, all right, I'm going to project myself, but I got to make sure it's the right time because I'm probably going to die after I do it. I don't know why that happened, but maybe he'll come back in episode 9 as a Force ghost. That would be cool if he's still kind of involved, maybe still training Rey. I mean, I imagine like that has to happen. You can't just kill him off like that. The lack of any deeper meaning in this episode is something that I really love about Star Wars, at least, the original trilogy. Yoda there were so many things that Yoda said when he was training Luke that just had like a bigger meaning. Just it always kind of relates to the world at any given time. You know, you can take these little things that Yoda says and just the trainings or just the ideas and the themes of Star Wars and really apply it to your life and kind of like understand like just it just helps. I don't know. It's just like you can really like break it apart and see how it relates to the world that's going on. And I never really feel any of that. I definitely didn't feel any of that in The Force Awakens, and I didn't really feel any moments like that in Last Jedi. Even when Yoda appeared, I thought that was great. I thought that was cool. But he didn't really say anything like enlightening or poignant. Like there was nothing really. It was like one thing he said towards the end of their conversation that kind of like I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Like it wasn't just super deep. I don't know. There's a little lack of depth in this episode. Killing Admiral Ackbar, it seemed unnecessary, and it just, I mean, we're just killing off characters that fans love. I mean, I know, you know, we don't make these films for fan service, but you gotta, like, if you're just killing off characters, like, dude, kill off Rose. That was my least favorite character. Just kill her, you know? She's expendable. I didn't really fall in love with her. I didn't really have any deep connection with her. I thought her and Finn's introduction, their meeting was kind of forced. It didn't really feel all that organic. So I don't know. Just killing off Admiral Ackbar, I wouldn't have done that. Rey not having parents, Kylo telling her that her parents were drunk, so they were nothing, that she's nothing. Like, that's convenient. That's just way too convenient. That it really feels like dude, we've been dying for 2 episodes to know who's Rey's parents are. I mean, initially we all thought that if, you know, as far as the extended universe, I thought they were just gonna copy the whole Jaina Jason thing and make them make Kylo and Rey twins. Maybe they were just split apart, separated at birth type of thing, like just like Luke and Leia. I thought we were gonna have some type of thing, but then Kylo's saying that your parents are nothing. I mean, maybe he's upset. Maybe he's talking about Leia and Han. Maybe, you know, technically he's saying your parents are drunk. Maybe Han became a drunk. I don't know. But to say they're nothing, like anybody. There's so many people in the Star Wars universe that could have been Rey's parents. Like even the Rancor Keeper could have been her dad, and I would have been satisfied. I would have been okay. Like, okay, I remember the Rancor Keeper. He, you know, he died, but that's Rey's dad. Like that would have been cool. Yeah, I don't know. And then the ending of the film, mixed feelings about. I mean, I know there's probably it didn't excite me because we don't really care for this young kid at all. I don't know, you know, it seemed almost like something that would be the end of like an episode 9 type of thing to like let you know that there's other Force users in the galaxy. Like it seemed like that type of button up to the film, but it didn't really feel like a lead into episode 9. I mean, unless maybe this kid is maybe Luke Skywalker's son? Who knows? I don't know. We have to assume that it's just an orphan, but it just didn't excite me. And then, I mean, him seeing the shooting star, which I'm guessing was Luke, it felt very Disney-ish. It felt like, I mean, literally, that's the logo. Like, that's what it felt like when the light beam shot across the sky to me. It just felt very Disney. Maybe I'm getting older and I can see right through like these like kind of like tongue-in-cheek cheesy moments, but that didn't ride well with me. That's about it. Other than that, the movie was awesome. I mean, there's so many cool creatures, the crystal foxes, the porgs, which I want to eat one. If I can ever get my hands on a porg, I am eating some rotisserie pork with some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce because those animals look delicious. The acting was fantastic. All across the board. Rose was my least favorite character, like I said, but maybe she'll develop. I don't know. I didn't understand that. The casino planet was fun, kind of pointless. That whole interaction was pointless, but the movie as a whole was very entertaining. The whole time I was entertained. I cursed out loud a few times because of excitement, and after I left, it had me just thinking, you know, completely thinking about it. Other than that, I think the movie was fantastic, but let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below what you think about episode 9, what's going to happen, if I might be onto some kind of ideas that you guys agree with. Let me know in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe. See you later.